Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back again. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna talk about something that's kind of been bugging me, but it's not really. But it's kind of on my mind, so I'm gonna talk about it. And the subject at hand is: Are men afraid of strong women? Um, I actually was looking at a friend of mine's video, and I went back and I looked at that she had did a response to Megan Fox's video, Are Men Afraid of Women or Strong Women, depending on how you want to look at it. Uh excuse me, they brought up some interesting she brought up some interesting issues, such as men, being intimidated by business women and things like that. For me, I can be a little bit intimidated by, per se, businesswomen or women in high stature, but I'm not afraid of them. If I, in my position right now, I wouldn't even ask a woman like that of that stature to date me, because I'm not on her level. Because she's up there in the big time and I'm down here in small time. So she's making way more than I am, and I'm making like not even close to what she's making. And not only that, when you get your money, you have a certain class, the way you act and stuff like that, and you look at people a certain way and stuff like that. And a lot of those businesswomen are not really down to earth. They are very business minded all the time. That beeper's always going off, that phone's always going off, that you know that mentality. She has that mentality that, yeah, it's about business. Life is business to them. And that's not me. Now, if, easier said than done. I'm not saying if I got rich, I wouldn't let the money go to my head, because it probably would. That's only human nature. But I would have a certain, I would still be me. I wouldn't change just because I'm rich or something like that. And a lot of people do that, especially women. They pick up the business and man attitude, and men just become intimidated by them, and they're like, she's not the type of person I want to date. They're playing too hard. Either they're playing too hard to get, or they just, you know, they have this thing that, this big thing that they're better than men. A lot of women have said that, and these interviewers are like, well, women have the right to be this and that, and they're right, they do, but they kind of take it out of proportion, like, they're like, oh, women are much better than men, they're smarter and all this stuff, blah 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 blah. And then you get the guys going, well, fuck that, we're smarter than you, blah 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 blah. And then it becomes a big argument, and we're back to square root. We're back to arguing back and forth. Now, for me, as far as racial and as far as race go, everybody knows I'm black. I would date anyone of any race. I don't care about that. I'm not particular on that. Although I do like lighter skinned women. That's just me. Although I would date a dark skinned woman. That's just, my personal preference. I like lighter skinned women. And as far as personality goes, I like a girl that's down to earth, and she has, her stuff together, but she doesn't have to be, the hottest thing around, or she doesn't have to be, the best looking girl, or she doesn't have to have the biggest bank account in the world. But she just has to be down to earth, she has to be kind of nerdy. She has to be carefree, kind of carefree like me, because I like to do some crazy stuff. I like to act silly, and some women are really put off by that. Some women are really put off by men who are kind of goofy. Because me, I goof around a lot. I do some stupid stuff, and it's fun to do, from time to time. But I can also be in my moods where I'm like, I don't feel like doing that shit, and I'm just very serious. And I'm like that. And some women will be like, "You're so immature," or blah 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 blah. And I hate that. Women who are uptight, I don't like. Period. I hate uptight people. Period. Um, and when it comes to women, they're like, it's like, come on, loosen up. Play around, joke around a little bit, and it just, I don't know. Some women like that I just cannot stand, they just don't like to joke around. I don't like that. That's a turn off for me. So if you're like that, I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm not even gonna try. But and another thing they bring up is that women are so independent now that they are going, and I'm gonna bring up another harsh subject. Women feel that men can't give them their needs, so they become a lesbian. I've known that to happen. Some of my exes have done that, and I'm a 23-year-old man, and I can kind of understand where women like that are coming from. They're like, these men are low down, dirty dogs and stuff like that. But you got to remember, it takes two to make a relationship, and it takes two to ruin a relationship. So my point is that it's not just our fault, the men. It's not just all our fault. We do stupid stuff. And I'm talking about men in general. I'm not just talking about a certain group. I'm talking about men in general. We do crazy, stupid things sometimes. We see other women, we look at them, we cheat on them. And every guy's thought about that. Having multiple women. That's like I don't know. Every guy's thought about that. I have. I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there have too. But I would never act upon it if I was in a relationship. No way, I'm not like that. And then you have, men who do the same thing. They turn gay because they feel women are, I don't mean that. I hate using this word. Any ladies be listening to this video, please don't be offended. But they feel women are bitches sometimes, so they go gay, and it's vice versa. But my thing is, I am not intimidated by businesswomen. If you're high up there in the stature, the corporate structure, fine. But I'm not going to try to date you anyway because I'm not even on your level. But if I was on your level, I would check your personality out like I would with any other woman. And if you're uptight, if you're just business minded, and that's all you care about, then forget it. But if you're laid back, you're a businesswoman, you got to take care of your business, fine. But if you're laid back and, you like to goof around and you like to, travel and do stuff like that, then, hey, it will work out. So that's just my thoughts on the subject, guys. I just wanted to get that out there, get that off my chest. Some of the things that they brought up and some of the things Megan Fox brought up in that video. And just in general. You guys tell me your thoughts on this subject. It's a very touchy subject, and that's all I have to say on it. You guys give me your thoughts. We can have a discussion about it. Post a video response if you want to. And that's all I'm gonna say on this subject. You all have a nice evening. Hope you had a good weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Alright, I'm out.